don't usually lack confidence, and those are the guys that kind of set the tone. And that swagger sets the tone for this offense. And, Jesse, you know he's going to make plays.
And that speed scares defenses, too, because he can take the top off quick. These safeties better get back deep, or else this guy's going to take it to the house.
One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. He's looking to throw it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Got it behind the line. It's short. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. A third and long coming up here. They're going to throw it again. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. Nothing but green ahead. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. The Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team.
Great timing by the defense there. Obviously, the offense has the ball in the red zone, and you're trying to create a negative play to back them up. They do that with the sack, and if they're now going to try a field goal, it's going to be a little more work for the kicker.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he's coming out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So the James Madison Dukes offense has the ball for the first time. When you have a weapon like this on the outside, and a guy in the secondary whose job is to take everything away, it's going to be a great matchup, guys.
It's so fun to see how you attack great safeties in the middle of the field. Are you willing to do that, or are you going to try to live on the perimeter? This offensive matchup will be great.
Yeah, normally you'd say receiver versus safety, the receiver's going to win. This safety, though, has got the speed to run with this guy, and he's going to make it interesting back there.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
Listen, I know that's not a huge gain, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a fourth-quarter game.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. And the Dukes will move the sticks.
Yeah, I like it. I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going for it in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now, everybody's like, you know what? Analytically, that makes sense.
They'll throw it on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Warren. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The Dukes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Quickly to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
The sure hands, it's Cooper.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Looking to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
From this spot on the field, that would be a 53-yard field goal, but they'll leave the offense out there and try to pick up the first on 4th down.
Yeah, I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. New set of downs after that completion. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Wants to throw on 1st down. They're bringing heat. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Give that guy a lot of credit, man. He was able to somehow avoid that sack, but nobody open downfield, throws it away.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. A little screen to the running back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass. Defense.
That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much. The roughing the passer penalty. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dukes.
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Little touch pass to the receiver. Makes his man miss. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. Guys, it's James Madison on top as we've come to the end of the quarter. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. They go to the ground. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. From the gun, the running back has it. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Makes a man miss. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. And the Mountaineers are marching down the field. Trying to find his man on 1st down. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the 1st down. That last completion has him set up 2nd and short. Power football with the run. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
breaks the tackle. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Mountaineers will have it 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. They'll go to the ground. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
On the run, still looking. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pass.
He'll try it again. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, App State! You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Louisville has the lead right now, but it's not like Lamar Jackson is under center out there today, which might explain why this one is so close. They're up by 7 over Clemson. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up, and he's going to fire deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Dukes line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Wide out in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Dances away to buy time. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Lets it fly. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And the Mountaineers will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Looking to go up top on first down. He makes the grab.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
Coming after him. Grab near the sticks. It's Warren. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend him.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
The Dukes have it with a 1st and 10. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They'll throw it on first down. Might be looking to run. He'll pull it down and run. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
1st and 10, the whole menu open. You can run the football, you can do whatever you want. You can tell they call a pass. He does a really good job in the pocket, just being a great athlete. Scramble outside, go get another first down, 1st and 10 again.
You know, as an offense, when you're trying to complete these tunnel screens, you're going to have to be able to negotiate some of these defenders near the line of scrimmage. They're all looking to swat it away. Good job by the defense there.
And back to the air on 2nd down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes the catch. It's Cooper. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. This is hardly a surprise. After converting their first 2 4th down attempts, they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Good timing on the quick out. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. It may seem like a really aggressive call, but David, you settle for 3 there. It's like handing a win to the defense.
Yeah, and I like aggressive. Aggressive is good for offenses, and you know, we've seen it time and time again. You get beat when you kick field goals. That's something that you look back, it's a big stat, so I like the aggressiveness to go for it, especially.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, James Madison.
That is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution in the drive by that offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They took it 71 yards down the field, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. A little over 20 seconds to play in the half as they take it on 1st and 10. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He'll pull it down. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes that do it with ease.
The Mountaineers will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass half.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well. So you have to know where your answers are.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Get the quarterback off his spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all three of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play in the quarterback.
And they bring him down, but did you see this freshman rifle that thing in there? Now on first down from the 43-yard line. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
On second down, just keeps firing. Feeling some heat. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes a third down situation, and the defense hasn't been able to slow them down. He's looking downfield to throw. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the Dukes will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. Here comes the offense on first down. They'll try the run. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on run.
And the pass is intercepted. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return to that small change. They take over at the 43.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Dukes!
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field. And my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. The receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UAB is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Roddy White should never be counted out of any game. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Tulsa.
Going up top on first down. Fires to the tight end.
We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates you'll see in here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He'll do it himself. He breaks a tackle. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
Nice job there by the QB on the zone read, because he's watching the D lineman, and he knows he has to keep the football, and then he right away takes it upfield to get some positive yards.
They'll try to run for it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Mountaineers decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Slips through the line. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels, off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm. It's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Get it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The Dukes will call on their punt team. He'll call for the fair catch here. A first down for the offense. Give to the single back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration at the front.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Looking to take a shot. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The Mountain... Quickly to the line.
You know, there's a lot of communication when it comes to defenses. Like, you have to talk, have to understand if somebody does this, I have to do this, I have to pass off wide receivers. Apparently, the communication was busted.
Now on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Getting some heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. It's good. Easy call for the refs.
This kid's... Man, he hit that into the wind, and it looked like that could have been good from 50.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Dumps it to the back. On target. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Guys, it's James Madison on top as we've come to the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. First down to start the drive after the break. Hand off from the shotgun. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Looking to pass on second down. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, James Madison. And once he found open space, the fans might as well start playing. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. The Sweet Feet buy a little time. Fights off a defender. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
To the air on first down. Got his man down the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. And the ball is picked off. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll run the screen, and maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? They'll try to get the first through the air. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Offense set on first down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Immediately fires to the middle. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28.
Well, they've got a ways to go if they're going to win this game. It's all about getting the drive started. They come away with a positive play to get this thing going. Let's see what they can do now.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. And the Mountaineers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Comes out throwing on first down. Makes the catch. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Quick tempo here for the offense. On second down, wants to throw it. Finds his man. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage before he was stopped, but using the running back in the short passing game gives him a first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Looking to throw it again. Bought a little time, lets it go. Oh, he makes the catch. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. He wants to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Trying to get to him. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Trying to escape and get it himself. And the defense is there to stop him short of the 1st down. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He makes the connection. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. The Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Snags it. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And a great job understanding where you're at on the field. And I know that sounds very simple, but I run that out route, I start getting towards the sidelines. I got to feel it. I don't have time to look down.
And he will score! Touchdown, Appalachian State!
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.